everyone, I am Engineer Selassie from Halo Academy and Brain Boosters. Today I'm really thrilled to talk to you about everything you need to know about laptop. About when you think of about laptop, we have CPU, we have GPU, we have RAM, we have hard disk, and we have resolutions, and we have different ports, and we have also the keyboard, the mouse, and all these specifications has a lot of knowledge. It needs a lot of knowledge. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the tools and techniques you need. And starting from this day, you will never ask anyone about the whole idea of buying a laptop, and I'm going to do it, and I'll come back in a minute. Thank you. Our method 14 is GPU Z. Is a lightweight utility designed to give you all information about the video card and the GPU itself. I can open it like this. Once you install it, you can open it like this, and as you can see, GPU card and every information is given. If your card is not here, you can look up here. The sensors, advanced validations. It will take you to the internet, and you can check Intel UHD graphics 620 mobile and key, and as you can see, it will give you system shared and all the graphic processor, integrated GPUs, clock speed, as I told you, all the clock speed and all the information it will give you. So this is Intel UHD. And if you go to sensor, as you see, GPU clock, memory clocks, and everything, GPU loads and memory used. And if you go to advanced tab, and you can see the information, and all in all, you can find every information you need about your GPU. So this is our 14th method, and you can go to this website and you can download it. And the next one is CPU temperature monitor, and this one I will open it now, and what it will do, let me open it first. I have here, and the download link is already attached, already provided in the PDF and the PowerPoint. As you can see, it will open. This is, I have 4 cores, 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is megahertz. It will give you all the information, and as you can see, this is our Intel Core i5-8250U, and the motherboard HP 84A6, and Intel. This is all the information, the chipsets, BIOS and version, UEFI and BIOS. You can check all, and memory size is 8 GB, and type DDR4. You see, now we have DDR5 as well. Even Core i, my laptop is Core i5 now. There is another. I will show you some other specification, current specifications, very high specs, and clock speeds and modes. Everything is you can see here. The GPU also, as we have seen now, GPU, all the information is given here. There you see the GPU is, because we don't have we have only one GPU, we don't have dedicated, so this is the information we get. So what you can do is now to check. If you come to the main here, you can see sensor. If you click sensor, now it will give you all the information. You see, we have how many, this is the cores, and the physical memory, virtual load, this physical memory loads, the CPU, Intel Core i5-8250U, and we have 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 cores, and every information it will give you. The most important thing is the temperature should not be greater than 90. As you can see now, for me, CPU package is 90. You see, 256 microsecond average of the hottest temperature of digital thermal sensor within the package calculated by the CPU. So now, as per this package, it is 92, 90. It should not be like this, it should be lower. None of this should be above 90. So in this way you can get a lot of information about your CPU, the cores, the CPUs. You can go to CPU package, all the information we can get like this. So this is a very good tool. You can get information about everything you need. So you can check the other things as well. So this is sample and you can use it. And open Cinebench and press a reset button and rerun HW info. You don't want to see temperature above 90 degrees centigrade, as I told you now, because once Cinebench is going, the temperature should not go above 90. Then the method 16, as I told you, we can use command prompt. Very easy to know the information. So what we do, we will open CMD, the command prompt, and what we are going to do is just let me bring it here. And what we are going to do, for example, if you want to know the processor name and architecture, you just simply copy this. Okay, just copy and paste it. Sorry, I didn't copy. Give me time. Just give me a moment. Okay. Just what we do, we just simply copy this command. Okay, copy this command and come here and Control V. Then enter. You see, architecture, this is name, Intel, this Core ITM i5-8250 CPU 1.6 gigahertz. That is the other thing you should know is the processor speed. So Control C and Control V. As you can see, maximum clock speed 1801. So all the clock speeds, the cores, the hertz, everything is very important. And the manufacturer, if you want to know number of cores, copy this code and paste it here. You see, number of cores, we have 4. The same is true. If you don't want to come here, you can come here, performance. Here the core is also 4, but you can see like this. If you want to know the manufacturer, just Control C and Control V. You see manufacturer, GNU Intel. Okay, GNU Intel. Sorry. And what about CPU temperature? The temperature we have seen now, but what we do, Control C and Control V. You see, error. Description access denied. Yeah. Okay. Maybe the way I write. Wait. Here, what we do. Wait. Let's make it like this. Let's make it like this. Copy this and paste it. Okay, again success. Okay, anyways, you can use like that. And if you need the other thing, what you can do is just system info, this one, just copy this sys info and paste it here. Now as you can see, it is running and it will give you the overall information of you see system info. System info will give you host name, again operating system name, operating system versions, Microsoft corporation, configuration, operating system type, registered owner, product ID, ownership, everything, you see. And original installation date is this one. So to check that your computer is not fake or something, once you know this original install date, as you can see 2020 March 3rd 8:07:53 AM, this was the original. So what you can do is you can go to your here, for example, let me go here, let me open my computer, and as you can see these are the documents. Just open and check properly when this was created. Okay, just to check, for example, this was created December 6, 0209. Let me check as for example picture property December 6, you see, property December 6. So in this PC it shows us it was December 6, okay, but the original date of operating system was March. So you can get information that there is some problem with your laptop. Okay, this is one way of checking how you have a problem. System model, as you can see, system type, processor, one processor, and Intel 64 family, and you have everything. Memory, you see 8 GB available physical memory, everything is given here. So you can go ahead and see the rest of it, but this is how we can we will know. Okay, this is how CMD command use this. Okay, the next one, detail hard disk drive specification, because basically we were talking all the tools and the techniques. It was a mix for the CPU and RAM and for the hard disk drive, but let's go through and see this as well. So as you can see, the hard disk drive means, don't be confused, we have RAM and we have hard disk drive, we have the primary memory and we have the secondary memory. This one is the secondary memory, okay, and it is maybe disk or SSD. So, or it's maybe it's a mix both. So hard disk drive, we have to check the speed that the drive is responsible for the storage of data instruction that laptop uses. The type of hard disk drive and its capacity will determine how much data the laptop can store. And the type of drive, usually traditional hard disk drive or solid state drive. We have HDD or SSD. So, and the capacity is measured in gigabyte and the speed is measured in revolution per minute. It's best to get a laptop with at least a 500 gigabyte hard drive, or no, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte also is advisable, but minimum 5 GB drive or 120 GB solid state drive is advisable. This is advisable. When you buy, try to see it, but always you should go higher. For example, 500 GB SSD. It's expensive, but it's better to go to 500. And this one is 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or you can mix together. You can use your HSD or the HDD drive for some amount like 1 terabyte and 250 GB, like you can use solid state drive. This is just, I brought it here to show you. Some people maybe they don't have idea of what is 500 gigabyte or whatever byte. So as you know, computer they know only 0 and 1s, bytes and bits. So our memory reads only 0 and 1. So when we say 64 gigabyte, how many bytes we have? Okay, so it will give us an idea that what does it mean in GB, for example. What does it mean 32 GB, 64 GB? What does it mean? That means we have this amount of bytes, okay? To the power of 30, to the power of 31, to the power of 32, like that, okay? To power of 30. If your laptop is 32 gigabyte, that means to the power of 35 bytes. This is the byte. This is the kilobyte, megabyte, gigabytes, and terabytes. So this table will help you to visualize what is memory. Now, as we have seen how to test hard disk drive speed on Windows 11 and 10 computers, you can test hard disk drive speed on your right and this read, okay, computer by installing free HDD read and write speed test softwares. We have the following HDD speed test software. For example, let me start from Nova Bench. For example, okay, let me try. We have Nova Bench here. So I'm opening it now. So once it's opening, I will show you how it will work. And we have also disk HD10, we have disk check, sys gauge, and so on. So as you can see, last time 1 day ago I just checked my results. This is Intel Core i5-8250 is my laptop, and temperature, battery, or everything you want to know about the CPU, GPU. You see my GPU is 1 GB because it's not dedicated, and memory 8 GB, DDR4 storage. You see I have this storage 1 terabyte. So if you want to know for yourself, you simply start, then what it does, running CPU tests, and it will start testing. Okay, it will start testing, and now about 2 minutes remaining, and it will give us this Nova Bench. They have a paid version and free version. If you go for paid version, and you can get full information about the benchmarking, because once you know your computer performance, then you have to compare it with other people, millions of people who are using the same spec as you. What is the level of CPU, the clock speed, and the other criteria, okay? The CPU core, how many cores are there, the clock speed, and so on. And the same is true for RAM, and the same is true for your secondary memory as well. So these tools are very important, and it's already almost completing, testing 7 of 11, and about 2 minutes are remaining. Once it's completed, I'll show you. It will show us the result. It will show us the result, and until this one finish, let me show you the other one. This is sys gauge. This is also the software. It's already included in the presentation, and everything is there. You can download it in your laptop, and you can see everything. For example, if you want to monitor the CPU, you see this is CPU now, total CPU usage, last minute, and as you can see, CPU interruption time, CPU interrupt rate, and CPU frequency 1600 Hertz, and C1 low power time, C2 low power time, and everything. So as you can see, total CPU usage, all CPUs 33% is using, and kernel is the operating system, interrupt time, interrupt rates, and as you can see we have CPU 1, CPU 2 and CPU 8. This one is don't be confused, this is the concept of virtualization. Virtualization means this is a new concept. As if you open here, for example, you see virtualization is enabled already here. That means all operating systems, current operating systems, they if you have one CPU, of course in this device only one CPU is installed, but the operating system virtualizing it and make it infinite number of CPUs. For example, any program running in this laptop, it assumes that it has its own CPU, okay, its own CPU. So that's why, for example, it will not if you see here the processes, if you have one CPU, you cannot run multiple programs, okay, you cannot run multiple programs, but you can run anything. You can watch movie, you can see window media player, you can open application, any application, because the operating system virtualizes the CPU, and each program when it is running, it assumes that it's having its own CPU. That is the concept of virtualization. That's why we are seeing here 8 CPUs. Anyways, we can see the total usage and the kernel, interrupt time, and everything. That the memory, you can monitor the memory as well. As you can see, memory usage is 34%, free memory, used memory, and other issues are also included in the cache. And here also, cache means a memory inside the CPU, and processor monitoring, process monitoring as well. You can check the processes here, and CPU usage, and everything you can see. System analyzer, disk monitor, even the disk you can monitor it, and it will give you information. So you can use this tool as well. And as you can see, the report is already reached, and as you can see, clock speed was 2.9 gigahertz, and varied workload, compression, blah blah. GPU results here, the CPU score was 342, and this is 13. Storage score was 22, memory score was 163, peak speed and everything. So everything is reported, but I will show you. So total score was 540. So once you get your score, you have to go to some sites in the benchmarking, and we have to check. But this one is paid versions. So as you can see, you have to pay for this to use these versions. So in this way, we can check.